What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over what I think is the most underrated weapon in Fortnite Star Wars Galactic Battle, and that is going to be the DL-44 Blaster Pistol. As always, if you guys do find this video to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, and comment down below what you think of this pistol if you have used it. So, with this season, I feel like almost everything is viable. A lot of the blasters are actually very good, especially with how this season plays out, but I still think this pistol is very underrated and has kind of gone under the radar because its base stats on the surface don't seem to be that amazing. Like, its base damage is solid, but nothing mind-blowing at between 34 and 42 damage for common to legendary, so 34 for common and 42 for legendary. And then the mythic that you'll get from eliminating Shogun X on the island will actually deal 44 body damage, which is, like I said, this damage is, it's fine, but it's not like, holy, you need to use this, the damage is busted. Its fire rate is also nothing too special at 3.35, which is kind of mid, especially for this season. And it is actually fully automatic. You could just hold the shoot button down. It just still doesn't shoot that fast. But what is like really great about this weapon is going to be its headshot multiplier and its accuracy, because the headshot multiplier on this pistol is 2x, meaning a legendary pistol will deal 84 damage to the head, which is, you know, less than like some of the shotguns and the DMR, obviously, or the IQA-11. But of the other weapons, it's very good, and the accuracy on this is also incredible, and it was recently buffed to be 18% more accurate in the Chewbacca update. So the bloom and the spread is very minuscule, meaning in most situations, you could just full auto this pistol without really a care in the world because of how well its bloom is, or how low its bloom is. At longer ranges, you may want to tap fire to consistently take advantage of first shot accuracy, especially if the opponent is playing off of some sort of cover. But as I touched on with like the fire rate not being incredible, even when you're tap firing, it's not like you're missing out on a lot of fire rate. If you're tap firing something that has a high fire rate to keep it accurate, you're leaving a lot of potential on the floor as far as like your damage output. But with this, if you're tap firing to get constant first shot accuracy, you're only shooting a bit slower than what the fire rate is anyways. And so if you do that well and take advantage of that well in situations, you're gonna dish out a lot of damage very quickly. And because of its high headshot multiplier and very good accuracy, players with good aim who can consistently get headshots are going to be like incredibly lethal with this weapon. And it's also just like a very satisfying weapon to use. It reminds me somewhat of the Monarch pistol in that, like, when you hit like those high damage headshots with it, it feels really good. I kind of wish it had the Monarch pistol's faster fire rate when hip firing mechanic. If they put that on this weapon, I think it would actually be one of the best in the game right now. It does fare okay as a shotgun follow-up, but it's really not the greatest because of that lacking fire rate. And if you compare it to like the F11, the E11, the DLT-19, all of those are going to be much better spray weapons, obviously. But it's another thing where if like your aim is really good, you're going to hit every shot, because even hip firing with this weapon, the spread is like incredibly minuscule. And so while it doesn't have the greatest fire rate, if you have incredible aim and you could just dish out 2 hip fire headshots with this after a decent shotgun shot, you're going to melt your opponents incredibly quickly. And it also retains a good amount of accuracy when jumping, which isn't really something that people really think about. But the times where this is going to be really helpful is if you're shockwaving onto somebody. Because with like almost every other weapon in the game right now, if I'm shockwaving onto somebody, I don't feel like I can somewhat consistently land shots on them. But with this pistol, you can. Like, you can easily hit a few hip fire shots from the air with this, swap to your shotgun, and then hopefully get the elimination. If not, swap back to the pistol and then definitely get it from there if you hit your opening shots and if your shotgun was decent. So like, I think this pistol is really good and it's really fun to use. Obviously, it's not my preferred weapon this season. I'd rather be using like the A280 or the E11, or sorry, not E11, F11. But if you're looking for something different to use, or maybe you just come across a high rarity version of this early game, or maybe you get rebooted and you don't really have much choice of loot, I wouldn't sleep on this pistol. And if you're just, like I said, if you're looking for something different to play that's also good, I think this pistol is the best choice for you. It's incredibly satisfying to use. It's incredibly fun to use. And it's still viable while being something different. So I think it's good, but not the best. I don't really go for the mythic version because, as I said, I don't think it's like the greatest thing in the world. And I don't want to be fighting Shogun X and dealing with that and putting the time into that just to get this. But if you're coming off reboot or something, you don't have much loot, getting the mythic pistol is definitely going to be better than a lot of other things in the game. And as I already said, if you want to just play something for fun, I think this pistol is one of the best. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like some more, comment down below what you think of the DL44 pistol, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Can't slide for some reason. Let's just go kill this person. Those footsteps to my left are AI, I think. Thank you for the 15 months, Albert. Enjoy your sub at Gmodes. And ad free viewing. Thank you so much. I don't know where this guy went. I thought he went into that bush up there. And then the AI started like really keying me. Oh, he's behind me. Yep. Go camp on a mountain more, bruh. And chalk on him and then force pull while in the air. I guess it's like he hit the pad. I was like curious on whether or not it was gonna work with him hitting the pad. I don't know where he went, but I'm thinking behind this rock. It's not. Oh, he went to heal on that llama thing. We traded places. GG's. I was hoping it would fling him all the way down into that.